Hey guys, so this is my full face using drugstore products video, and the first thing I'm going to do is start out with the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. And y'all know in all my videos I already start out with my eyebrows being done, but I just wanted to do them in this video to actually show you guys like how the product did, like what I had to do to get it to look the way it did, just how I had to kind of work with it. And I must say I was super impressed. This was the one product that I will say that I was super impressed with, because this was almost as good, if not like right up there with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow dip. The only thing that I think I did not like about this particular product is that it was too creamy, whereas the pomade, it was like, it's thick enough and you know it's gonna like fall into place on where you lay the brush. This one, the product kind of was too slick and tend to move around a little bit, as you can see throughout the video. Well, not throughout the video, but once I'm doing my eyebrows, how I kind of have to wipe away where it just kind of gets a little out of place. But other than that, this is like perfect. I'll probably even start using this because my brow dip is getting kind of old to the point where it's more harder to work with. So I'll probably just start using this because that's how impressed I was by this product. Oh, and by the way, all this stuff that I got that I used for this video was purchased at Ulta, but you can find, and I made sure to check here in Bowling Green, you can find every single product that I used at your local Walgreens or CVS, and I know you can purchase the LA Girl concealers at your local beauty mart. So I'm just going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Porcelain, and this is what I'm going to use to define my eyebrows, and I'm going to use this all over for my lid and my shadow base. Sorry if y'all hear my dog in the background, because him and my boyfriend are in there doing whatever, and they know I'm in here trying to do this video, you know, whatever. Now I'm just going to take some of my Coty Airspun loose face powder in the color Naturally Neutral, and I'm just going to set that over the concealer that we put as the eyeshadow base. And now I'm going to take my NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel, and I'm just going to set my eyebrows. Now, one thing that I can say that I was impressed with again for a drugstore brand was the Coty Airspun powder, and I actually could not find this anywhere. It was actually laying on the floor at my Walmart, but it was still in the packaging, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. And this is by far some of the best powder. It just smells like grandma, so I wasn't really too jiggy with that. Like, I probably won't use this a lot because the smell, I can't take it, but a very good powder for the price. And now I'm just taking the Maybelline The NUDES palette, and I am taking the black and the brown shade in the palette and just mixing this and blending this all in my crease with my handy dandy Sonia Kashuk brush. And I got the brush from Target. And I know Target's not a drugstore, not everybody has a Target, but I wanted to make this video, since it's like an affordable video, I really wanted to try to use everything that I use be affordable. Oh, and by the way, if you are wondering, this is my wig for my affordable hair series video that I got from Ally. I just curl wanded it, and I actually made a video of myself curl wanding the hair, so I didn't know. I was like, maybe I should record this, I don't know. But if you want to put it up, just let me know. If you want me to put it up, just let me know in the comments. And right now I am semi-cutting my crease. I am just taking that same LA Girl concealer and a small pointed tip e.l.f. brush, and I am cutting my crease all the way down to my lid, just a place so I can lay the blue glitter. Now this part was actually the hardest part of this whole look, because I'm used to using my MAC paint pot, which is a thicker, more like, it doesn't move around. The product doesn't move around a lot, versus this, with this being such a loose product, it really was like hard for it to stay in place. I was so scared it was just going to run and move everywhere, but I actually made it work. So I was pretty excited that it ended up doing what I wanted it to do, because I was playing with all these drugstore products throughout the week just to make sure, you know, like, this is the product I want to use for this video, because everything I'm using, I want to be able to recommend it to people. So that's why I was like, oh, I hope this is going to do what I wanted to do, but it actually did. And just a disclaimer, which I probably should have said this at the beginning, the only thing I didn't use that was drugstore was the glitter glue, and that's because I could not find one brand that had the glitter glue besides NYX, but I only found the glitter glues at Ulta. I couldn't find them at CVS or any of the Walgreens here in Bowling Green, and other stores might have them, but I know mine didn't, so I just didn't end up getting it at Ulta, because I was just like, you know, it might not be available for other people at their drugstores, and not everybody has an Ulta. So that's the only thing that I didn't use throughout this whole video that was not drugstore. But NYX does have a glitter glue. I've never tried it, so that'd be one thing that I just recommend. If you want to go out and get, by all means, please do. And now I am going to take my NYX body glitter, well, body and face glitter in the color blue, pretty straight to the point. I'm just going to take this glitter and I'm going to lay this all throughout my crease where we just laid the glue down at, and I'm really going to pack it on there. Now I wanted this to be a New Year's look, but I didn't necessarily know what I wanted like it to look like, because I didn't really, I don't know, it's hard to explain. The drugstore had options, but once you're playing with them and swatching everything, you're just like, this disappears. Like, I probably swatched like a few Milani palettes and a few NYX palettes, and all of them basically faded into nothing. and I was just like, this is gonna be so much harder than I thought, because I didn't want to use something that I felt wasn't going to do anything. And like I said, anything I use, I want to be able to say I loved it and I recommended it to you guys. So I didn't want to use anything that was half-assed, basically. So we're just going to do the same thing to the other eye, just laying down that Too Faced glitter glue and going back over where we laid down the glue at with the blue glitter. Oh, and I didn't show myself doing this at the beginning of the video, but I did prime my face with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Mattifying Face Primer. But I'll list all the products that I use down below, but I just didn't report myself doing it because I just didn't think of it at the time. But I just laid it in my T-zone where I'm most oily at. Now while we let the eyes set before we go and do anything further with them, we're going to go in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the Dewy Plus Smooth. And I grabbed Dewy because I'm one of those people that during the winter time I'm really dry, and during the summer I'm really oily. So when your skin's like that, you want it to feel moisturized. Like, you don't want, especially when you're riding around in the heat after you just put makeup on and the heat blazing in the car, and it just feels like your skin's gonna crack. You don't want that. So you want to keep as much moisture in your skin as possible. So that's why I ended up going with the Dewy foundation instead of the matte. And I am in the color 30. I'm in the color 230 Natural Buff. And this, I was really impressed with this because I used to use Fit Me all throughout high school until 11th grade when I got introduced to MAC, and then that's when I was like, oh, I don't use drugstore anymore. I'm all about the high-end expensive brands. But I was really impressed with this because my skin felt so moisturized. Even when I put the loose setting powder on my face, my skin still felt so just moisturized and smooth. So I was really impressed by this. And I know I look ghostly now, but I promise you it's just the light. I don't look like that at the mirror I'm looking at. And now I'm just going to use this Coty Airspun loose face powder. Like I talked about previously, possibly the best thing ever. I'd rather spend $5 on this than spend $25 on my Kat Von D. It's just the smell is awful. I can't handle the smell. It smells like grandma's. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with grandma's, but you know, when you're 21, you don't want to smell like a grandma. But other than that, this powder is bomb AF. Shout out to my mama, because I almost didn't get anything because I was like, Mom, nobody makes a loose powder. And she was like, yes they do. And she told me about this, so shout out to her. And for my contour, I am using the Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula in the color medium to dark, and I'm using a EcoTools fluffy fan brush to buff in my contour. And I got and you know, Physician Formula, they sell that at the drugstores and Walmart. But I've actually had this for a long time. And I don't know what I was using it for. But I was like, before I went to the store, I like made a list of what I need and what I already had, because, you know, I was like, no need of spending unnecessary money when you don't have to, and most of the stuff you got. Now for the highlighter, I was really happy that I found this deep down in my makeup drawers. This is the NYX Illuminator in the color Ritualistic is what it's called. And I was super pleased by this, because I think I got this in 2015, and you know, that's when highlighter first came out, so it was all about subtle glow. Then it was like when Champagne Pop came out, it was like drown me and bury me in a pan of highlighter. So I was really impressed on how this looked and how it's actually turned out on camera, because it looked bomb. So I definitely would recommend you getting this if you don't want to go spend $30–40 on a highlighter, because this is bomb. It's like subtle, but then it has that slight kick. So yeah, definitely try that. And now I'm just going back in with a small shader brush, and I am taking that black color from the Maybelline Nudes palette, and I'm just running that along my waterline, because y'all know I don't wear eyeliner down there. And then I'm running it up against the tail ends of the glitter wings, because sometimes with looks like this, eyeliner can actually take away from your makeup look, and you never want that. So that's why I really don't try to wear eyeliner with glitter that often. And I just stepped off camera to put on lashes, and that's the one thing I did forget, was to get drugstore lashes, but any Ardell lashes are bomb. I just didn't have any besides individuals with me at home, because I don't know why I forgot those. But I am wearing She Blink lashes in the style Shanghai, if you're wondering. And for lips, I'm going to go in with a NYX lip pencil in Suede in the color Maison. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX liquid lingerie color in Push Up. And the last thing I'm going to do, because I actually forgot and I had to like record myself doing it, is spray my face with the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. One of the best setting sprays out there, that's drugstore brand, really inexpensive, and that is the look. This is something that was super easy to do. It was all from the drugstore. Even though I bought mine at Ulta, I made sure to check my drugstores to make sure all of these products were available at the drugstore. And I, for one, personally think this was an awesome video, and I'm so glad I did this, because that just goes to show you don't need expensive makeup to wear makeup the right way and make it look good. Basically, as long as you know how to do it, you can make anything look flawless. So thank you all for watching, and y'all be sure to subscribe.